Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Pareti Waifoy with NPM 030622111007. Okay, I will presentation my proposal with the title and analysis of students errors in using action verb in the past tense. Study of kelas 8B at SMP Negeri 6 Kota Ternate. Next, introduction. So in this research, I focus on the use of English, especially the past tense of action verbs. As we will all know, English is widely used in many fields like education, economy, technology, and culture. That's why it's important for students to really understand grammar, especially past tense. At SMP Negeri 6 Kota Ternate, particularly in class 8B, many students still make mistake when using action verb in the past tense. For example, they often say go instead of went. This kind of errors usually happen because their vocabulary is still limited. Their understanding of tenses isn't strong yet, and they not get enough practice in real context. That's why I decided to do this research to analyze the students' ability and the common mistake they make when using past tense action verbs. Hopefully, this research can help teachers strategies in the classroom. Next, number B, scope of the research. In this research, I focus only on the errors in using action verbs in the past tense. The data I use commands from the writing text of class 8B student at SMP Negeri 6 Kota Ternate. Number C, statement of the problem. The main problem I want to explore is how will the student can use action verbs in the past tense and what kind of mistake the most commonly makes. Number D, objective of the research. The goal of this research is to find out the ability of class 8B student at SMP Negeri 6 Kota Ternate in using past tense action verbs, both regular and irregular, and to analyze the typical errors they make in their writing. Next, significance of the research. Okay, so this research has two main benefits, theoretical and practical. First, from the theoretical side, the study gives a contribution and to English language teaching, especially in understanding the kind of difficult students face when learning past tense grammar. It adds to the existing research on this topic. Next, then, on the practical side, this research can help English teachers improve their teaching strategies. It can also make students more aware of how they use past tense verbs and lastly, it could be used as a, a ref- reference uh, for other research, research, researchers who want to study tenses related errors in the future. Next, lecture review. A theoretical concept. Alright, so in this part, I'll explain some key theories that support my research. Number one, language and learning. First, language plays a really important role in real learning. To be good in English, students need to master four mind skills: reading and to master four mind skill: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. But all of these also need a strong understanding um, of grammar. Number two, tenses in English. Tenses are used to show when something happen, whether it's in the present, past, or future. In this research, I focus on the simple past tense, which is used for action that already happened and were completed in the past. This is based on other 2002. Number three, definition and function of past tenses. Basically, the past tense is used to describe something that already happened. If we use it correctly, express past experiences of events again. This is supported by Azar 2002. Number four, action verb in past tense. Action verbs in the past tense are divided into regular and irregular. For example, walk becomes walked. Regular, while go becomes when regular. So understanding both types is important so students can express past action properly. Number five, common errors in past tense usage. Thornbury 1999, common mistake in using past tense often happen because of weak grammar understanding, interference from the student first language, and limited vocabulary. That's why focused interaction and more practice are really necessary. Number six, error analysis theory. Error analysis, according to Duley et al. 1982, is a way to identify and explain the mistakes that learners make. The theoretical helps us find the patterns and reasons behind the errors, which can help teachers adjust their teaching strategy. Next, number B, relevant various research. Several various students also support this topic. For example, Ramhawati 2018 found that many junior high school students still get confused between the base and past forms of verbs. Then, Saputra 2020 suggested that using context-based learning like through storytelling can help student better understand past tense usage. So this studies show that many students still struggle with past tense, especially irregular verbs, and that they uh, really need more guidance and engaging ways to practice. Next, research methodology. Ah, yeah. Number 8, approach and types of research. In this research, I use a descriptive qualitative approach combined with some quantitative analysis. So the quantitative part was used to analyze the types of errors students made when using past tense verbs. Meanwhile, the quantitative part helped me calculate how many errors there were and what percentage each type of error made up. This way I could get cle- cle- uh, clearer picture of both the kind of mistake and how often that accurate. Yes. Number B, uh, data collection technique and instrument. To collect the data, I asked the student to write a short narrative text. The writing had to be about 5 to 10 sentences long, and it had to include verbs in the past tense. After collecting their texts, I analyzed them by identifying what kind of errors they made and how frequent those errors appeared. Yes, appeared. Number C, subject of research. The subject in this study were the student of kelas 8B at SMP Negeri 6 Kota Ternate. There were um, 29 student in total. I use purpose sampling to choose this sample, which means I selection them based on specific criteria criteria that criteria that made the purpose of my research. Next, conclusion. From the result of this, it can be concluded that the majority of students in kelas 8B SMP Negeri 6 Kota Ternate still have deep LDs in using the past tense, especially in distinguishing present and past forms, as well as in the use of irregular verbs. The most common errors are the use of present tense in sentence that should be past tense, and errors in the form are irregular verbs, as well as errors in the context of using past tense. These show that student understanding of the past tense still needs to be improved, both in terms or theory and application in sentence. Okay, thank you.